This is the fourth product in our cocoa processing journey, and today we are taking things to the next level. We are making real homemade dark chocolate, starting from fresh cocoa pods all the way to a smooth, glossy chocolate bar. Let's get into it. Everything begins right here with fresh cocoa. I cut open the cocoa pods, and inside you will see those beautiful cocoa seeds covered in a thick, white, juicy pulp. That pulp is naturally sweet. You can lick it immediately, and it is absolutely delicious. It can also be turned into cocoa juice or fermented into cocoa wine, similar to palm wine. Now, I collect all the seeds into a bowl. These seeds are what we call cocoa beans. I continue opening the pods and removing the beans one after the other until everything is collected. Once that is done, it is time for fermentation. I set up a simple fermentation system. A small bowl placed face down inside a bigger bowl, then a basket on top. Inside the basket, I place a sack bag and transfer all the cocoa beans into it. Tie it securely, then I cover it. Now, the cocoa beans are ready to ferment. This step is very important because fermentation reduces bitterness and begins developing that rich chocolate flavor we all love. After about 4 days, the beans are fully fermented and ready for drying. I spread them evenly on trays and take them out under the sun. Depending on how strong the sunlight is, drying usually takes about 2 to 4 days. Fast forward to day 3, our cocoa beans are completely dry. Next step, roasting. I transfer them into a pan and roast over medium heat. Stir it continuously. Stirring is key here to ensure even roasting and prevent burning. How do you know they are ready? 2 signs. You will start hearing poppy sounds, and when you press the beans, the shell cracks easily and the nibs comes out effortlessly. Once roasted, I remove them from heat and allow them to cool completely. Now comes the shelling. I gently crack each beans and remove the cocoa nibs inside. These nibs are very fragile. They don't just split, they shatter, so handle them carefully. I repeat this until all the beans are deshelled. Now we have clean cocoa nibs and the shell which we discard. At this point, we are ready to make chocolate. I take about 250 grams of cocoa nibs and transfer them into a blender. Then I start blending. At first, it turns into powder. Then it begins to clumps. And as you keep blending, something amazing happens. It transforms into a smooth, oily paste, just like peanut butter. The smoother, the better. Once I achieve that smooth, flowing consistency, I add 65 grams of icing sugar and a few drops of vanilla essence for flavor. Then I blend again until everything is fully combined and silky smooth. Then I pour it into a clean bowl. Now at this stage, the cocoa paste is quite hot due to the blending process. And this is where we do something very important called tempering. To get that perfect chocolate texture, shine and snap, we need to control the temperature. I place the bowl of chocolate paste into another bowl filled with cold water and ice and stir continuously to cool it down. We bring the temperature down to about 27 degrees Celsius. Once it reaches 27 degrees Celsius, I remove it from the cold bath and gently warm it back to 31 degrees Celsius. Very important, do not exceed 31 degrees Celsius. This process helps stabilize the cocoa butter crystals and give us that professional chocolate finish. Now the chocolate is ready for molding. I pour the tempered chocolate into my mold. I'm using 3 regular sized chocolate molds. Then I tap and gently sway the molds to remove air bubbles and ensure a smooth finish. Once done, I place them in the refrigerator for about 30 minutes. And now, the moment of truth. After 30 minutes, our dark chocolate is fully set. Let's unmold. Look at that. Smooth, glossy, and beautiful. You can see that perfect finish on the back. And that is what proper tempering does. I go ahead and unmold the rest. And even the smaller ones I made off camera. These ones, kids are definitely going to love them. And just like that, we have made real dark chocolate completely from scratch. No shortcuts, no additives, just pure cocoa transformed step by step. But we are not stopping here. In the next video, I will show you how to make that rich, creamy milky brown chocolate from cocoa beans. And for those of you who don't have access to cocoa pods, don't worry. I will also show you how to make all this chocolate version using cocoa powder. So stay tuned, follow the page and don't miss what is coming next.